Hey guys, greetings and welcome back to markdillon.com. First of all, I want to thank you for tuning in again. That's much appreciated. And I won't flatter you anymore with my thanks. I'll just get down to the question. So, today's question is from Matthew. He says, "Hello, Mark. I need your advice. My boyfriend and I get along great, but he is a bit more sexually adventurous than me, and it's starting to affect our sex life. I'm perfectly happy with the basics. I'm very vanilla, and I thought he was too. Lately, he's getting pretty kinky. He wants to do water sports, which I think is nasty, and he has a foot fetish. I don't like when he tries to lick my feet. It seems really silly, to be honest. I just won't lick someone's foot, even if it's my boyfriend. What do you think I should do?" All right, Matthew. Well, I have a two-part answer for you. I'm going to give you a little bit of a pass on this because you said that you thought he was very vanilla at the start. And so it's not like you knew from the start that he was a kinky guy. And let me tell you, that's not all that kinky. That's, in the realm of kink, that's still more on the tame side. For God's sakes, foot fetish is probably the most common fetish out there. But again, I'm not going to give you too hard of a time for the simple fact that you're entitled to like what you like and you didn't know from the start. But yeah, I got to be honest with you here. Um, and let me think how I want to say this. I think you're being a bit of a prude. I'm not saying you have to turn your living room into a sex dungeon, but this is, I mean, you have the right to like whatever you like. And I guess I don't have the right, or your boyfriend, to tell you what you should like or what you're willing to do. Again, I'm actually always a big proponent of doing exactly what I want. It is, anybody who knows me will tell you it is very hard, whether it be in business, in porn, in my friendships, in my relationships. It's very hard to get me to do anything I'm not comfortable with. I am about as stubborn as they come. So I kind of get what you're saying. But I also understand the value of compromise. And as long as something doesn't make me feel extremely uncomfortable in terms of my personal life, or it just doesn't seem like a very unfair deal in business, I'm willing to give and take a little. But come on, foot fetish and that, go get a pedicure, let him go to town. The next time you guys go at it, show him your shined up, sparkled up feet and tell him, here, have fun. I think, come on, unless you're extremely ticklish and it's just something you absolutely cannot stand, let him have some fun, for God's sakes. And you know what? You take a shower together and maybe you can even return the favor. It's just a foot, I'm sure you've licked parts of his body that get, that need more thorough cleaning than a foot. So in that case, there's no difference. Now, as far as the water sports, that's moving a little bit over to, something that a lot of people just they don't like it. It's eternal for them. And in that case, I would say, you know, it it might be something that you could experiment with at least once, just to say, you know what, I never tried it. I don't think I'm going to enjoy it, but if you really want to, we'll give it a go. And you never know, you may like it. It's not that big of a deal, for God's sakes. You do get in the shower, he'll lay down in the tub, and you can pee on him. As crazy as that, as it is to actually say that, but that's what you do. And it's not that big of a deal. So I would tell you, loosen up a little bit. You know, don't be such a prude. Experiment a little bit, just for the sake of showing that, not necessarily that you'll do anything that makes you uncomfortable, but this is within a realm of reasonableness in terms of requests. And to say, you know what, I really care about you. We get along great. I'm gonna give and take a little bit, but this also means we don't need to do this every single time, because there's going to be times that I want to have just normal, everyday vanilla sex, and we'll compromise on that if that works for you. And that's exactly how you should present it. But I have to tell you, Matthew, I think you're being a little bit too much of a stick in the mud. Um, I mean, again, unless you want to just remain single or find somebody else that you know never has any interest in broadening their sexual horizons. But you've got this guy that you really like, and compromise a little bit. And you never know, you may end up enjoying it. This is one I certainly would like an email where you update me on the progress. So you guys have fun, do the water sports in the shower, go get a pedicure before you get your foot play on. Guys, thanks for tuning in to markdillon.com. Again, I really appreciate you watching.